Hi, welcome back. For this video, this is going to be a little different. This is something I've been thinking about doing for a while, and I have no idea how it's going to turn out. But what I want to do is I'm going to use just some cheap acrylic paint. I am going to use maybe some gesso, I'm not sure. But this is my iPad cover. And I have a second generation iPad, so my iPad is old, but it works very well. I have no complaints, but this poor cover, can you see how nasty it is? I mean, it's in pretty sad shape. And I love my iPad. And I love my cover. It's very protective. It's a nice heavy duty cover. But I bought it in this light gray color, and needless to say, it's got coffee stains on it, and I don't know what all. And you can see when I move the band around to the underneath that it leaves quite a nice little mark. Almost looks like a suntan line. So what I did was I sprayed the cover earlier with workable fixative because I figured if I use workable fixative, it will help keep some of the paint from soaking into the fabric too far. I mean, I don't want it to peel off, but I don't want it to soak in too bad either. I also have, and I've had this for a while, this is Delta, and it's a textile medium, and you blend this with acrylic paints, and it helps the acrylic paint become a washable fabric medium, which is very handy. I've used this when I was making dolls, even though my dolls really weren't for washing. It just makes it so you can wipe faces off and things, wipe the dust off with a damp rag without having to worry so much. I mean, you still be gentle, but without worrying so much about removing all the hard work that went into creating the piece on fabric. So I really don't even know where to start. So I guess I'm just going to start. I have a thing about blues right now because I'm going to make a art doll for a quilt show in October. And I have a doll challenge coming up in September that I will be using the doll for too. And on Facebook, there was this chart, and it was your tarot name. And it went by like the letters in your name and the last 2 digits of your phone number and stuff. And mine came up Queen of the Dancing Waters. So I want to kind of work out dancing water colors. I'm not even sure what medium I want to use for my doll yet, but I want to work something out with dancing waters. And green is my favorite color, and that's a watercolor too, so I don't know. I am going to put some paint in this plate, and we're going to see where it leads me. Right now I'm going to put the fabric, the textile medium, in some of these little, and a couple of these little divots. And then I'm going to, let's see, this is Jamaican Coast. Now I was going to use a seafoam green. This is, yeah, seafoam green. But this is kind of a grayer color, and this was a brighter color. And I want to stick to the brighter colors. So I'm going to start with this Jamaican Coast. And I'm just going to put some of this over here. And I'm only putting it in a palette because I want to blend the fabric medium. Normally I don't think I would bother. I would just put it on the plate and see what happened. And this is Craft Essentials incredibly cheap paint. And this is called Ocean Blue. I will show you that this is also cheap paint. This is called Robin's Egg Blue, and this is the one that I was thinking of, but this is also kind of a gray toned color. And I don't want gray tone colors. I want bright colors. And this ocean blue looks fairly bright. So we will add it to the palette and see what happens with that. Now I do have like a couple of pink colors and a couple of yellows and a yellowy green, like this one. But I think first I want to get a layer of blues down on here and then work on what else to put down. And I was thinking I could gesso, but I don't really want to gesso over all this fabric. Although I don't want, it's so hard. I want somebody to make a decision for me. I'll put some of this in here. I think I'm going to start with the blue. And just mix some of this together. Probably should have just gone straight to the fabric. Okay, in for a penny. In for a pound, as they say. I don't have enough room to work here, so my paint is off in that direction. I like that blue. That blue is pretty. Got some over here. And it seems to be covering pretty good. We'll see what it looks like when it dries. This probably will be a fast forward video because I have no idea how long it's going to take me to cover all this fabric. Just mixing more fabric medium with some more blue paint. Okay, I'm not going to be cleaning my brush in between, at least not between the blue and the green. Oh, just pick some of this green up. Let's go for it. I got mostly fabric medium. Okay, let's do a little fast forward here and see what happens. Okay, so now I think I might do some stenciling. And I like the blues. I think the blues are really pretty. But I've got some school bus yellow that I really like. And I have this is just a folk art stencil called Tangier, because I'm thinking about putting some butterflies, and I wanted to do this little design a couple of times. So we'll see how this goes. Let's see, I'll put one here. I know my cover area is not quite dry. I will have to dry it some more. This is probably a time where it probably wouldn't hurt to put some of the gesso down through the stencil first, but hey, I'm winging it. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to put another one over here. Get to the paint. Trying not to slide it so it doesn't bleed under the stencil. I'm just doing an up and down motion. Well, that's not too bad. Let's see. Just wipe that off a little bit till I get a chance to wash it. And I think I'm going to do some pink butterflies and just the basic paint. Just gonna break my makeup sponge a little, and I'll do that. And let's see, I think I'm going to set that right there. Let's see. That's going to be tough. I don't think I can do that. And this cover is not at all dry. I'll come back with some pens or markers or something, or colored pencils, and add some of the details in. Okay, let's see. Yep, a couple more little spots here. Okay. Well, I'll come back and fill that in. That won't be too bad. Let's see, I do need more pink though. I always underdo it rather than overdo it. Don't know if that's good, bad, or indifferent. Now I got a lot. Oh well. Let's see. Let's put another butterfly. Oh, right there. You see it? Probably not. There it is. These are really finely detailed stencils, so I really try to push that paint in. There. Yeah, that one's a little better. Okay. And let's see, we'll put flower here. And try not to get covered. Let's see. Maybe I'll put a yellow butterfly on. how about this one right there? Yep, there's that one. I'll get some pink. And we'll put some more flowers here. Oop, there's a big blob of pink. Actually, that's all big blobby pink. But we can fix that. No harm, no foul. Get the back side of that off a little. And let's see. I think I will put this one right there. I think it'll be pink. I've been away from this a little bit, and even 2 weeks, and it's amazing how hard it is to come back to. But I've wanted to do this cover for a while. Okay, and I need another yellow butterfly. I think that right there will do. And then we'll come back with some pink. Go over those flowers. Maybe put some right here. Okay. And let's see. I think I'm going to dry this a little bit. So I will be back. Well, I went on, I thought the camera was recording, but it wasn't, which was just as well, because I went on and I put, I don't have it here right now, I just took it out to wash it, but I took, it's a branch with some bird cages on it, stencil, and I sprayed it with some Delusion spray, and yeah, well, it's bleeding, so I am going to stop this for now. It's just as why you didn't hear me record that, because I said, oh no. Oh yeah. Wasn't pretty. Anyway, it's got to dry, and I wasn't going to finish recording this. I was not going to put this up because I'm not liking it at all right now. But hey, you know, not everything looks pretty, and sometimes you got to keep going and things work out. So I'm going to let this dry overnight, and I will continue tomorrow. For you, it'll be a second, and I will be back, and we will struggle on. I got grit, if nothing else. Okay, see you in a second. Okay, well, I'm back. This is the next day, and it's all dry. And I don't know if you can see it, but it does have some shimmer from the sprays that I used. My My granddaughter was kind of jealous when she saw it. She thought I'd gotten a new cover. So that made me feel a little bit better because right now I'm not liking it too much. I pointed out where it had all bled, and she thought that that was the best part. So I guess that just tells you that you never know. So I did use different stencils, and what I was thinking was I might take my butterfly stencil and find the corresponding butterfly and maybe, go through it and highlight different areas of the butterfly. Maybe not the whole thing, just to make it look a little abstract, but not. And we'll see how that goes. So I will do this in hopefully fast forward, and I will see you when I am finished. Thanks for sticking with me. That was weird. It quit recording. But anyway, all I'm saying is I'm going to put some workable fixative on this. And this is the end of part 1. I will see you again if you're interested in seeing how I end this in part 2. Thank you and have a very colorful day. Thanks for joining me. Bye.